Imagine a house that never stopped being built. A place where staircases lead to nowhere, doors open to solid walls, and hidden rooms stay undiscovered for decades. Picture walking through endless hallways, never sure where you'll end up, with rooms that seem to have no purpose. Now, what could possibly drive someone to create such a strange, confusing place? This is the story of the Winchester Mystery House, a mansion wrapped in mystery, superstition, and endless construction. Built over 38 years without ever stopping, the house is as puzzling today as it was when it was first built. Let's dive into its secrets and the mysterious woman behind it all. The Winchester Mystery House, located in San Jose, California, is unlike any other mansion in the world. It was built over the course of 38 years, from 1884 to 1922, and it never stopped growing. What started as a simple farmhouse turned into a sprawling structure with over 160 rooms, twisting hallways, secret passageways, and staircases that seem to lead nowhere. But the question remains, why was this house built in such a bizarre and confusing way? What secrets does it hold within its walls? To truly understand the strange design and history of this mansion, we need to go back to the life of the woman who created it, Sarah Winchester. Sarah Winchester was the widow of William Wirt Winchester, the man who ran the famous Winchester Repeating Arms Company. This company made the Winchester rifle, a weapon that was widely used in wars, hunting, and for self-defense all across America. When her husband died in 1881, Sarah inherited a massive fortune, about $20 million at the time, which would be worth hundreds of millions today. But despite her wealth, Sarah's life was marked by deep tragedy. Years before her husband's death, she had also lost her only child, a baby girl. Grief-stricken and alone, Sarah became convinced that her family was cursed. She believed they were being haunted by the spirits of those who had been killed by the very rifle that had made her family so rich. According to legend, Sarah Winchester was deeply troubled by the deaths in her life and sought guidance from a spiritual medium. This medium told her something chilling: the spirits of those killed by the Winchester rifle were seeking revenge on her family, to protect herself from their wrath. She was told to move west and build a house, but not just any house. The house had to be under constant construction. The medium's instructions were clear: as long as Sarah kept building, the spirits would be kept at bay. And so, in 1884, construction on the Winchester Mystery House began. It continued non-stop for 38 years, right up until Sarah's death in 1922. The building never stopped, just as the spirits never rested, at least, according to the legend. What started as a simple farmhouse quickly grew into a mansion of epic proportions. By the time Sarah Winchester died in 1922, the house had more than 160 rooms, 10,000 windows, 2,000 doors, 47 staircases, and 13 bathrooms. In total, it spanned over 24,000 square feet. But despite its massive size, much of the house seemed to have no real purpose. Staircases led straight into the ceiling, doors opened to solid walls, and rooms were built only to be sealed off or abandoned. It was almost as if the house was designed to confuse perhaps not just those who visited, but the restless spirits Sarah believed were following her. The design of the Winchester Mystery House is nothing short of bizarre. It's easy to get lost in its endless hallways and corridors. There are rooms hidden within other rooms, doors that open to the outside from several stories up, and windows that don't look out onto the garden or yard, but into other rooms inside the house. Some historians believe that Sarah Winchester intentionally designed the house this way to confuse the spirits she thought were haunting her. Others suggest it was simply the result of continuous construction without a clear plan. But whatever the reason, one thing is certain: the Winchester Mystery House was unlike anything anyone had ever seen. One of the strangest features of the Winchester Mystery House is the frequent appearance of the number 13. Many windows have exactly 13 panes of glass. Some of the staircases have 13 steps. There are even 13 bathrooms in the mansion, though only one of them is actually functional. It seems Sarah Winchester had a fascination with the number 13. Even her will was divided into 13 parts, and she signed it 13 times. Was this just a quirky obsession, or was it a deliberate attempt to protect herself from the spirits she feared? We may never know, but it's another layer of mystery that makes the house, and Sarah, even more intriguing. The story of Sarah Winchester and her mysterious house is filled with questions that may never be fully answered. Was she truly haunted by restless spirits? Or was she simply a grieving widow trying to cope with unbearable loss? Some historians suggest that the constant construction was Sarah's way of keeping herself occupied, a project that helped her deal with her sorrow and loneliness. Others believe she may have suffered from mental illness, which could explain the chaotic and seemingly random design of the house. But even with all these theories, the truth about Sarah Winchester remains unclear. The Winchester Mystery House continues to fascinate and confuse, much like the woman who built it. When Sarah Winchester passed away in 1922, the construction that had gone on for 38 years stopped immediately. Workers simply dropped their tools and left many rooms unfinished, as if frozen in time. After her death, the house was sold, and over the years, it became a famous tourist attraction. Since then, millions of people have visited the Winchester Mystery House, each hoping to uncover the secrets hidden within its walls. But no one truly knows why Sarah kept building for so long, or what her true intentions were. The house remains a puzzle, just as mysterious as the woman who created it. Today, the Winchester Mystery House stands as a historical landmark and one of California's most popular tourist destinations. Visitors from around the world come to walk through its winding hallways, explore hidden rooms, and experience the strange, almost surreal design up close. Some believe the house is still haunted, with reports of ghostly figures roaming the halls, unexplained sounds echoing through the night, and sudden cold spots in certain rooms. Whether or not you believe in ghosts, there's something undeniably eerie about the Winchester Mystery House. It's a place where history, architecture, and the supernatural seem to come together, creating a mystery that endures to this day. The Winchester Mystery House is more than just a mansion. It's a testament to one woman's grief, her immense fortune, and her obsession. Was it constructed to keep vengeful spirits at bay? Or was it simply a project that spiraled out of control, driven by Sarah Winchester's personal struggles? The true reasons are buried somewhere within the walls of this sprawling house, and even after more than a century, those answers remain as mysterious as ever. And with that said, thanks for watching True Stories. If this tale of mystery and superstition caught your interest, hit that subscribe button to join us for more fascinating stories from history's strangest corners. Until next time, stay curious.